Bert.
Which side is the good-looking side?
We went live with photorealistic Bert.
It's actually split this way. So like up here is like okay looking. Everything down here is.
Yeah, that's accurate.
I almost feel like you have to show chat that now so they understand my pain. I hadn't looked at it when you posted it, and then as soon as I look over, I just see that and just, what the fuck?
Oh god, I have us all in wrong spots. I just realized that we're in completely wrong spots.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm in the exact right spot, thank you. I've never been in a more correct spot.
No.
I'm the DM.
I'm just gonna do that, and we'll do that.
My dear friend Samuel, how are you DMing? Oh no! You've been replaced!
I will do that. It works. There we go. Hi everybody, welcome to Legacies of Caine. After that intro, that's the perfect way to intro any roleplaying game you're about to play. We're playing Vampire the Masquerade, if you haven't joined us before. It's been crazy adventures. I guess we should just get into the epic tales of Samuel to start out with here for a little bit, because he's got to show up, you know?
Yeah, like, what happened to you?
Well, Samuel went for an amazing adventure. He was kidnapped by some evil people from the Kai Institute who were hunting you down and decided to kidnap him and use him for their own evil, nefarious plans, eventually resulting in his escape and joining forces with the resistance of Ryan and the Samasa, the giant roach people, leading an epic shadow war on the West Coast for a period of time. Resulting in the liberation of every last remaining Samasa from Pentax control. And now, Samuel, having achieved victory, could become effectively king of the Samasa, though I don't think they actually have that role, you know?
Oh, that would be neat.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm kind of killing it.
Yeah.
No, don't kill them, we like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
But, you know, there's that deep in your unbeating heart, there's that need to reunite with your friends, and asking around, and of course getting back in contact with Wick, who's like, "Boss, where the hell have you been? I've been sitting down here for fucking months doing nothing. They're telling me you're like kidnapped or something, and I'm just sitting here with your good old buddy over here, and the two of us have just been hanging out. And let me tell you, your neighbor's been eyeing us up for the longest time. If old Chompy hadn't bit off 2 of his legs already."
Look, I was just busy being kidnapped and leading a bug revolution, alright?
I mean, that sounds like it was a pretty cool time. I guess you needed someone to keep these chumps in line.
Look, is there any information you can tell me about where the old crew was? The boys I was running with?
Yeah. I get contacts from them once in a while. Their tech dude, he occasionally needs some help from a hacker friend of his, who happens to be me. Look, I picked up a thing or two from watching over your shoulders, and apparently I'm pretty good at it too. Looks like it was a fun time.
Why didn't... I could have used that skill in the past. You could have hacked for me. You could have... Look, that doesn't matter right now.
I've had time to develop as my own rat.
All right, just send me locations, whatever, so I can get in contact.
Yeah, I hear they're in Louisiana right now, hanging out.
Louisiana?
Yeah, in New Orleans.
To the sewers.
They don't have great sewers. All right. So when we last left the rest of you, you had effectively met with one of the Samedi, who are like Nosferatu, only worse.
Well, I mean, in some ways.
Yeah, it depends on what you're looking at.
Scroll up in the
Nosferatu
chat to prove that wrong.
Nosferatu are very ugly. Samedi look like walking corpses and smell like them too.
So do I.
That's
I
true.
mean, this one didn't smell as bad, and he hasn't screwed up any of my cars.
He had a nice dusty scent.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, he was, like, converted in a desert, so he kind of feels like a corpse that's been sitting out in a desert for, like, a while. It eventually does lose its smell. Eventually.
Bit more mummified.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So, yeah. You heard from them that the possibility exists of heading to some place like Saint Martain or one of the other islands and trying to get in contact with one of the many now gangrel attempting to become prince of those places. Samuel, you find yourself in town. How are you going about to contact your friends now that you're looking for them again?
Your new old friends.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll reach out to. I assume I probably have some local contacts, just because
Yeah, there's
I operated in like Florida and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a couple of people there's a couple of Nosferatu in town. They tend not to be in the city center because, again, below water and the entire, like, flooding sewers thing really sucks. So they tend to be in, like, the suburbs where it's above sea level. So at very least, if they've got hurricane damage, it's, reasonable and doesn't remain flooded for long periods of time.
I got you. I would definitely seek them out first because I figure they've got their eyes open.
Mon ami, a few friends have come into town, yes. If you are looking for travelers, I hear a number of them have been hanging out with the prince. They were hanging down in the French Quarter.
Any names? So I know that I've got the right people?
Unfortunately, our ears were not to do their names.
There was Jacques, Pierre. Oh,
No,
wait,
no,
wrong
that
people.
is I. I am Jacques, and that is Pierre.
No, the pier is down by the waterfront.
No, Pierre. Get it right, you silly American
Carpe. One of these days,
non-Nosferatu.
I am going to just fly down there. Fuck the pandemic. I'm gonna fly down there, and just. I can't tell if I'm gonna hug you or smack you upside the head. One of the two. I'll decide when I get there.
Either way, you won't be able to go back.
I mean, you could drive. They might let you through the border that way. No, it wouldn't be able to
Canada's super strict. If you leave the borders, you're not coming back very easily.
I mean, I liked the story of the Japanese guy who was in Peru to see Machu Picchu. Everything closed down, and he stayed there for like 6 months, and they got to be able to see it finally. That was an
Dedication.
Yeah, it's like, well, okay, I guess you stayed there the entire time just to be able to see it. Anyway.
Hey, boss. I'm not going to be in work tomorrow. Why not? Pandemic? No, wait. We're not worrying about that. No. I'm in Peru.
Yeah.
Wonderful. You're fired.
No. I can do my job online. I have this laptop. I could totally do awesome squats while laptopping it and work it out. Ugh, ripping it.
Do you have a desk that follows you while you squat?
Yeah.
Like it's motorized, it detects your position and adjusts automatically, so you're just squatting and your desk is going up and down.
We're doing push-ups and it's like going up and down next to you, so you're like, ugh, tick, 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 tick.
Yoshimo-san, prostitutes don't work online.
You haven't tried hard enough.
It's the new hot thing, virtual lap dances.
Yeah, that probably is a
Laptop
thing.
dances.
That's probably a thing.
Laptop dances.
Oh.
Welcome to Legacies of Derailment. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So, yeah. You heard tell there's some folks in the French Quarter that might be meeting the descriptions of your old buddies.
And off I go.
Okay.
Hopping a skip and a step.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Look,
You're not going to try and call us?
No, I want it to be a surprise.
Yeah.
Oh. Fair enough.
Samuel's face,
I mean, if you want,
so, to be sure.
you can totally look into the computer systems for the local hotels that may or may not have Nathan in them. Computer's intelligence check. We'll see how well you do.
Oh. How do I do that again?
Bottom of your sheet. It's been a while, yes. You
Yeah,
select
yeah.
computer and intelligence as the two things and hit the roll, and I think a modifier of 0. Difficulty 6, we'll say.
Yeah, even if it's not under my name, it's definitely under my company.
Wow. Okay, yeah, you weren't able to find anything under Nathan's company. He was stealthy this time, apparently. Or the computer systems were just like too archaic, you know, they're just not well made.
Or Candy is amazing.
I mean, Candy is amazing. That's
Okay,
She
now
is
I'm
amazing.
gonna call them.
You're just like, I was gonna hack in. Now I'm gonna call them.
You get, this phone is not in service. Because remember, my phone died.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You could try one of the other
Leslie's
ones.
number.
I mean, you can.
You probably
you
have
can
Leslie's
call the-
number. You did hang out with him for a while there, so you probably have Leslie's
You
number.
could call the corporate number.
The corporate number
Yeah. For the gym.
for the gym. Oh yeah.
For my gym.
You could also try
Yeah.
Dawn's number.
I'm gonna try Leslie's first.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna try Dawn's first.
No, no,
I knew
okay.
Dawn better.
I know where Leslie's phone is, so I was gonna. That would have been hilarious to try to
Wait,
call
no.
Dawn.
I'm still hoping he rings my phone. I'm still hoping he rings my phone.
Anyway, Dawn's like,
To be fair, Dawn has directly stated that her phone is dead most of the time.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Actually, yeah.
She doesn't charge it ever.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
so
I'm
her
gonna
phone's
roll a
dead, too.
D10 and see if
Okay.
it's charged. 1 is charged. Wow, it would have, if I said 10 it was charged. But I said 1. Man.
All right, I'm calling Leslie.
Uh-huh.
Have fun, dentist.
It rings for a while and finally answers, and they're like,
Hello?
"Ah!"
Wrong number.
Ah!
I hang up. I think they might be in trouble. I'm gonna become very urgent in finding them. I'm gonna call the gym. I'm gonna be very urgent. I think Nathan, Leslie, and Dawn are in trouble. Can you get me in contact with them at all?
Oh, Samuel, it's so good to hear from you again. I haven't heard for you forever. It's been so wonderful. I've been running the gym so much. Nathan's been off on his globe-trotting adventures with his friends. I know can't bring old Candy with him everywhere. I don't know if they are. He told me he's been hanging out in New Orleans now. I think he's trying to like maybe open a gym down there or something. Who knows? But things are going well. You really should have gotten a better apartment or something. I heard told that you were like slumming it in the sewer, they keep saying, and I'm like, that boy, he needed to slum it in somewhere a little better. There's some nice warehouses if you don't want to pay rent.
I appreciate that.
Oh,
All
sure.
right, I'm gonna
You
look up.
You don't need to know where they're at? I got the address
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
Here you go. She's gonna like text you the address or tell you the address. It's like, yeah, it's a really swanky place, really nice. You know, Nathan's usual place. He doesn't take me to that many places like that anymore. He's just got me in charge of the business.
Hawaii?
Nathan, that was forever ago.
He's off
he's-
globetrotting
He's a
Japan.
bit stingy sometimes.
Egypt,
You know, I've noticed
and
that about
I mean,
him.
Hawaii was really nice, but it was a business holiday. He was all about the business for that. We need some nice vacation time on our own. He's all
I'll
about
make
the
sure to let
business.
him know.
me at
I'll make sure to
all.
let him know that.
Yeah. Well, you make sure they're okay if there's something you're worried about, buddy. And I'm glad to hear from you again. We're going to have to catch up on those stories about where you've been. Wandering about finding yourself backpacking in Europe.
Yeah, I really got caught up in backpacking. All right, I'm gonna have to let you go. There's like, I'm going through a tunnel.
Well, I hope you can find them when you get to New Orleans. Say hi for me.
Like,
Who was that again?
Candy.
It's Candy? Okay,
Yeah.
I figured.
Man,
that's the prostitute we met in London.
If I stop responding, I'm dead, alright? I can't breathe.
Oh.
Hey, you know what? Candy will do that to you.
This is the best episode.
Alright, I'm heading to the address that was sent to me.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright,
I missed you, Dunce.
It's a fairly fine hotel. They got a lot of history, probably like a couple 100 years old. French Quarter. Definitely one of those places that was rebuilt after Katrina pretty rapidly, you know, because it's got the history and the money behind it. There's probably plenty of people kind of around in the lobby area, because it's still, like, even at night, there's still a lot of business going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely very high class. And you were certainly probably not dressed high class, but then again, you never were.
Oh yeah, no. Hoodie up. Stinking up the
security.
place. Yeah, you guys can probably smell me.
Smells familiar.
No. I'm like, what's that smell?
I'm up at the front desk, like, trying to get... I'm like, yo, can you just tell me where Nathan is, please? Just tell me where... And they're, like, refusing.
Sir,
Smell
sir.
me.
I believe you've walked out of a sewer, sir. You should really get yourself cleaned up somewhere. If you really want, if you have the money, we can get you your own room, and then we can worry about you finding...
Well, see, that's the thing.
Your
My
friend.
friends, I believe they have a room.
I could call them and try to contact them at their room if you wish.
Yeah, I don't know their room. Did she give me the room number?
No, she didn't.
I don't know
I
their
mean,
room number is the
She would
problem.
have given you probably the name it was under, though.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah. So I definitely, whatever name it was under, I assume it's not just under your name. Or it might
I
be.
cannot
don't know.
confirm or deny if there is a person under that name staying here, as I don't know if you're some kind of crazy stalker or not.
I mean,
That's a fair assumption.
then you can pretend to call someone, and if it's, you know, if they're here or not. But, you know, if they are here, you actually call them to confirm. Tell them my name is Samuel. They'll know me. They'll know my smell.
I could just imagine a concierge. I have no doubts.
Yeah. Boop that for that. Boop, 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 boop.
You know, Samuel internally is freaking out because, oh my god, there's a monster!
Wait, just because I haven't been able to use it yet today, and we all know we need it.
No, 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 no!
Ah! Samuel! It's so good! You're alive! It's I, Dawn!
Oh my god, Don, I've missed you so much.
Goes in for the hug.
Where have you been, laddie? I mean, buddy.
I go in for a hug, and a pustule pops on her face too.
Gross!
Where are the others at?
They're up in the room. They went on ahead without me. I was deciding to get some drink down here. You know, my good old being able to eat and drink sometimes allows me to indulge myself in some of the local delicacies. Even though I have to hit the bathroom up a little later.
Dawn is the vampire equivalent of a vegan. Don't worry, she'll tell you she can eat food.
Yeah, if you don't mind, take me up to this room. The concierge was very rude, by the way.
Ah, that's fine. They're jerks at most of these places. That's why I'll leave Nathan to talk to him. He knows the language of the jerk.
Damn.
Very fair.
Nathan, I feel like you've been slighted somehow. I'm not sure, though. Just a feeling.
I get the same feeling, except I think it's in in awe of my incredible ability to speak.
Always so humble.
It is so wonderful having a solid grasp of the language, is it not?
Yes.
Yeah! Look what I found!
And to not have to sound like some people.
Oh God, that smell! Samuel!
Hey.
Oh
How's it
God,
going,
you're
guys?
alive!
Yeah.
Of course he's alive.
You're alive. Oh.
He was
God.
helping out the Samasa, I believe.
I'm gonna take a
how's-
shower and stink up the sewers of this place real quick, and then I'll run you guys all through it.
What good
Uh-oh.
will that be?
Concierge really upset, so I'm going to rub my stench into the like water.
Ah, very well. It's I suppose it's a good thing that our flight is
Even better.
early tomorrow
Alright, I'm
morning.
gonna hop in the shower.
Nathan, did your room come with a spare bathroom?
I don't.
No,
Oh.
I guess
I don't plan on spending much time here. Don't worry.
I'm not the one with extra sensitive nostrils.
Ah, speaking of, Samuel, have you met Emil?
I don't think I've had the pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Emil,
Stick out a really gross hand.
this is Samuel.
I shake it.
It's wet for some reason.
Did you guys have Ryan or sent him on a mission? I can't remember.
We sent him to.
I thought he was staying in Cairo to help.
Yeah.
deal
He was
with-
staying in
with,
Cairo, so we don't have to worry about him for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's in Cairo hanging out with... It's like, so, you eat people.
Him and Hastings.
Oh, by the
Uh,
way,
Fieldings.
Nathan,
Fieldings.
Nathan,
yes.
So Candy is very upset that you don't take her anywhere, and she gave me a real earful about it when I called.
Oh my goodness! I just took her to Hawaii.
Yeah, she said that was more of a business thing, and
Mm.
Mhm.
That is a good point.
Also, after your shower, when everyone's not like quite so distracted, you'll probably notice that Leslie has one arm. His right arm, or was it the left?
I can't remember.
I think
I
it was
believe-
the right.
I think the right is still there, and
Yeah.
the left is not.
so not to I don't want to ignore the elephant in the room here necessarily.
Isn't that usually you?
Well, not right now. One of us is missing an arm.
Oh right.
Yes, and
Is there a story there?
I'm a time wizard!
Well, I mean, it's not missing. We know where it is.
yes, it's just not on my person
It's
right
been
now.
gone. It's been gone as long as I've known him.
It's we had some adventures after your disappearance, and then I had a slight disappearance of my own, involving several dozen tons of rock, a fiery explosion, living with Smiche for 3 months.
Oh.
Yes, that happened. That happened.
Is that why
Anyway,
you guys were too busy to save me?
If you'll recall,
I was trapped under rubble for fucking forever, Samuel. Save yourself.
I did do that.
I lost
the
an
time
arm. What happened
we-
to you? Absolutely nothing. You look
I
perfectly
led a
fine.
revolution.
And have all your body parts. Good for you.
can't
I
you
will
just
send
regrow
my
them?
bug
Bug?
army to crush you.
Oh, is that so? Slimy ooze appears and Leslie disappears. Pop.
Oh.
Leslie reappears directly behind Samuel.
Mhm. With also
but
more
smell.
slime left
I
over.
pop a back neck pimple in his face.
Oh, God.
Samuel,
There's
Yeah,
like
you
horrible
did.
like slime ooze down in the room from 2 different sources.
we did, in fairness, attempt to find you. However, once we had located you, you were no longer there.
Oh, that was probably after my escape then.
Yes.
Fair enough.
We were busy with... a very important matter regarding the defense of the world, as far as I'm aware.
Oh. From...
I'm not entirely sure, but those who gave us our orders were.
And who gave the
Can't say.
orders?
Can't say, yes. Literally, cannot say.
I mean,
Not metaphorically.
Oh, like okay. I get
yes.
you.
Yes.
Well, technically, we could. It
Well-
would just be incredibly bad.
Wait, what if
No.
one of you
No.
writes a letter and then the
Absolutely
other writes
not.
a
Nope.
different letter, and then I guess like the last few letters, like give
No.
me a,
No.
no.
Most
We're-
certainly not.
we cannot play hangman with our undead lives.
Okay. Fair.
I've already survived one antediluvian. I don't feel like dealing with anything other of its
Wait a minute,
power
didn't-
or near.
Didn't
It
I
makes you
also
feel better. I've been helping them for months and have no idea.
I feel like I also had like a thing where I couldn't say something. Is that a different thing? Or...
Oh no!
No,
He
Yes,
was in London.
you were in
That's
London.
right.
You have the exact same thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
Are you still talking about that?
Yes, but
yes.
we can't tell
Yeah, of course.
In me-
the weird new
any
guy. I
specifics.
got you. I'm not the new guy. He's the new guy.
You're the old guy who's come back. He's the new guy.
You're the old new. He's the new.
Just be glad he's
So
not
yeah.
the snoo.
Yet again, I'm the
The what
only one
now?
out of the loop. Got it.
He is incredibly helpful, by the way. He has lots of great ideas.
Oh yeah? Give me
Yes.
an idea.
He helped me wrestle a bear. Yeah.
Did you wrestle the bear?
Yes? Yes, I did.
It was great. We hunted it up in Maine. I'd never been to Maine before. Then again, I really hadn't traveled the globe until I met a lot of you. Yeah.
She could end every sentence with yeah.
Because it's supposed to be the worst Scottish accent in the world.
She just turns into Arnold.
He was incredibly helpful in the zoo incident.
Yes. I did a lot of... I snuck into their security offices and hacked things.
Oh. Well, nice to meet you. I also enjoy hacking, although I try to do it from a distance if I can.
I've got a lifetime pass to the aquarium and zoo in Berlin for saving the animals.
We're also not allowed back to Berlin for at least a few decades.
I am.
No.
Oh.
You're allowed back into the aquarium and zoo officially, but you won't be allowed to feed or, in fact, let the prince know that you're there at all because he is currently, and for the foreseeable future, very upset with us.
Yeah, that's right. All those animals, I'll miss them.
I'm still allowed to go there, though.
Indeed, as a man.
That's true.
You do have a hoodie on, right?
Yeah.
I assume the hoodie is not covered in nastiness, given that it's on your upper body.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not as much.
Not the outside.
All right.
Yeah, not the outside.
Well, Leslie will walk up beside you. At any rate, it is good to see you again, Samuel. And you'll feel, but not see, an arm being placed on your shoulder and patting it. And then Leslie will walk away.
So, yeah, it's good to see you too. That was kind of weird.
Samuel, I would think you'd know me better by now.
What?
I don't associate with people who are not in some manner incredibly odd.
Oh, okay, I got it.
My dear friend, whatever do you... In what manner am I odd?
I gesture to your missing, not missing arm.
That's... It is not odd to be missing an arm. There are many people in this world that do not have their
One?
limbs.
Is odd.
I mean, if you really think about it, the average number of the average number of arms a human has is less than 1, or is less than 2.
Indeed.
True.
That depends on which average you're talking about. Because the median number of arms that a person has is 2. The mode
The mode
is
would-
also 2. It is only the mean that is slightly under 2.
Semantics,
Yes.
Nathan.
I'm gonna poke where your arm should be.
You will not feel anything.
So you just like decide when it's there.
Yep.
Okay.
Also decide if it is visible or not.
Okay.
Although it's next to impossible for me to form it in like bright light. Basically, I have a shadow arm now, and if I'm in complete darkness, it's almost impossible for me to hide it. It just manifests itself. But if I'm in bright light, it takes effort to manifest it in appearance. But I can manipulate things with it at all times, albeit it takes a lot more concentration to do when I can't see it.
Yep.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Okay.
Basically, his
So-
eye-invisible hand coordination is not very good yet.
I'm working on that. It's a weird skill to.
Ah, weird. Synonym of odd.
Strange.
Says the man who can't suck blood unless he's had sex first.
I did not exempt myself from this description.
No, it's fair. Fair. You're right. Look, I'm
You
somewhat.
guys
on
really
edge
need
still.
to try the rat diet. Like I'm telling you.
I
Most rats do not have the wherewithal to agree to sex for money, and I'm not entirely sure how they would accomplish it, nor do I believe it would be nearly as pleasurable as it usually is with other humans. But thank you for the suggestion, Sam.
I'm never
Also,
going to
I'm
be able
not
to.
sure how I would pay them.
I'm never going to be able to purge this image from my mind now. Wonderful.
All right.
You know, I was gonna say I prefer something larger like dogs, but then I realized it seems wholly inappropriate at this point.
Right, I'm going to my room. If anybody needs me, I will be there. Samuel, lovely to see you.
I thought we were going partying this evening, so I only got the one room with a king-sized bed.
Well, then it'll be a perfect fit for the two of us, won't it?
I'll sleep in the middle.
I will take
Of the
fall.
bathtub? Sure.
I thought the
It smells
partying
like
was
pee in
last
there.
night.
Well, our plane doesn't leave until the wee hours of the morning before the sunrise,
You're
so
saying you don't want to party with me?
I do want to party with you. I don't
Well,
want to party
Leslie-
in bed with you.
Leslie doesn't want to party with me.
I didn't say I don't want to party with you. I just thought our partying was done. We did that last night as well.
Without me.
You know what? You're right. Let's go. Show Samuel a good night on the town as a welcome back.
You're buying.
Did they have any good bars in the sewer?
Not particularly.
Okay, then let's stay on
Unfortunately,
above the sewers.
the sewers aren't really great here unless you head out to the like suburban areas.
Ah, I suppose that made sense.
Well, then off we go.
Yes. Anything interesting happen on our what is this, second or third night of carousing?
Second, I think.
Oh no, we still have to meet with Quistamalla.
You still have to meet with Quistamalla.
Well, were we going to meet with Quistamalla? Because we are.
Yeah, I set the plane for a couple days later so that we would have the opportunity
Yeah, we can say that tonight is the night to go meet Quistamalla, so that's probably what you were going to be doing in a little while.
Perfect.
All right.
Now we can get 2 people potentially red.
Mm-hmm. All right. You can head out to the edge of the city, into kind of more the suburb area to the north, into a little bit more of a kind of bayou-y area. That's for sure. And into like a kind of small town, kind of like suburb town on the outskirts of New Orleans. And there you'll be taken kind of like a little outside of town onto the edge of like a kind of tributary of the river there. So like a Mississippi tributary that's coming into this area here. And there is like a house right on the edge of the water there. Kind of built up, so it's kind of like half onto docks, half onto the land. Like a 3-story house. Looks kind of like a little bit old and traditional. Looks like it might have been once a probably much more expensive house that's kind of been fixed up for the area. And it's got like a big crystal ball on a sign, on like an old sign that's kind of like hanging outside of it.
Well, up to the front door.
This old lady will kind of open the door, kind of like, what you want, child?
We have an appointment with Quistamalla.
You got an appointment? Great.
Mm-hmm.
You can wait there on the porch. Mind the bugs and mosquitoes.
I don't.
She'll kind of give like a wry kind of smile where she's like missing a bunch of teeth and kind of go.
I only now realize that vampires might be the greatest thing in the world. No more mosquitoes.
Mm-hmm.
You never have to worry about them. Be amazing.
Mm-hmm. Until then, you got ghoul mosquitoes because they managed to drink some vampire blood, and then they're like super mosquitoes that like just like burst through windows.
Oh,
I will
God.
feed all of the mosquitoes right now and turn them into my ghouls.
Swarm of mosquitoes. You just like you see like the swarm pop up behind you.
Not, you couldn't just have been content with a rat and a gator?
No.
I'm pretty sure he has a swarm in the New York sewers.
Not a
Yeah,
swarm of mosquitoes, though.
No.
Like a kind of wind will kind of blow, so you'll have like the sign out front will kind of like move a little bit. There'll be like one of those like swinging chairs like on the porch here that'll kind of like be banging against something like a, you know. As you can see, like there's a bunch of webs kind of up above you.
Leslie's activating heightened senses just in case.
Okay.
This area is odd.
Give me perception awareness, actually, then.
Alertness. Wonderful.
I wanted the supernatural one, which is awareness.
Wait, what? I thought awareness was the one that just didn't exist.
Or doesn't know exist.
No. Basic. What doesn't exist anymore is dodge, and it was replaced with an extra like perception for supernatural, which is awareness.
Yes.
Awareness is not on my sheet.
Yes, we don't. I forget that we don't have that kind of thing because we're
Am I
really
the only
bad
one
at
who
those.
put spots for it?
Can I substitute a cult?
I mean, it's like
Mostly because it's hard for me to point points in something that I like. Because like our first year of playing, we all were just like, "Oh, awareness doesn't exist," because we kept mixing up the two.
yeah, alertness and awareness.
Yeah, so I never
It's because
put any points into it because I didn't know it was an actual skill.
Yeah, I
Also,
think.
there's nowhere on the sheet to
Oh, then
mark
just
it.
stick to alertness then.
Well, there is in other.
Okay.
things. That's where I have mine marked.
Oh, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's alertness, do you want me to just raise the difficulty up by one?
Sure.
Okay.
There's something odd you kind of notice. like at first when you arrived, like the webs with all the spiders in it, they were kind of like going about normal spider things. They're all staring at you now. Like every last one of the spiders has stopped what they were doing and is just staring at a lot of you.
Nathan. Those spiders are not normal.
That makes sense.
No. They are all looking at us.
That makes sense.
I know we've been in some odd situations, but in what world is hundreds of spiders staring at us making sense to you?
In the same way that having a very large cockroach staring at us makes sense to me.
Auspex.
Sure.
I need to look up the roll again because I can never remember it.
I should have had my book open because I could have referenced it very quickly then.
I
I keep
have
forgetting.
mine.
Look, I forget that now sometimes.
Sorry, did I forget to mention Quistamalla is Anansi. Or
What
Ananasi.
now?
A spider person.
You did forget that one.
Ah, well.
Where? Perception, empathy, difficulty 8. Come on.
Okay.
Wow.
Damn.
That's the best aura perception roll I've ever gotten.
Let's see aura perception to see what it would pop up as here.
Oh, it didn't. Oh, I put 8 and it didn't actually change it to 8, so that would be 4
That's
successes,
still
not
one-
5.
Oh no.
Still pretty good.
There is a slight difference with it. 5 is the best you can get with aura perception.
Fair enough. Thanks, Jess.
Yes, but there's a difference. I've gotten used to our giant cockroach. 100 of spiders staring at me is unnerving.
He's my giant cockroach now.
You've never even met him.
Yes, he has.
I led his revolution.
Mm-hmm.
He's met his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't Samuel already gone by the time we met, right?
Yeah. Ryan got word from the Great Lord Cockroach on and was organizing the Samasa Resistance, and like when he was helping you guys out, he basically let Samuel take over as the head of the Resistance
okay.
kind of thing,
Gotcha.
because he had been, because like the Great Lord Cockroaches, these folks will need help too, because it's giant sky cockroach.
And now they worship me.
I mean, sort of, yes. You just get, like, it's an odd aura, because you don't think you would get an aura from insects, and it's dark blue, which is suspicious.
Right, well, I'm just going to back up off the porch. You guys can just stand there if you'd like, but Leslie's just going to take a slight step back.
Okay.
He's been through enough weird shit. He wants to be prepared if something happens.
The door will open up again, and you will see Quistamalla kind of standing there. Kind of swarthy Creole woman, kind of like looking at you, all of you, kind of looking. Ah, it is all of you again. How nice it is to see that we got more time together. But I don't know why you come and visit old little old me right here, in my own home city. I thought our business was concluded out in Hawaii.
Oh, you've actually met this lady.
Well, it does look like you got a couple new friends with you.
Yes, this is Samuel. I apologize for any odor.
You ain't got nothing to worry about. We live in the bayou. We smell much worse things come out from the depths.
Fair enough. And this is Leslie.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
He's got some
And of course
interesting eyes. Or so my little friends say. And she's gonna hold out her one arm, and you're gonna see like all the spiders from like around like the porch area kind of like crawl down and kind of like come down and like kind of just land on her arm and crawl over into her clothes.
I believe that's what you were saying you wanted to do with the mosquitoes, was it not, Samuel?
I was thinking about it.
Well, if y'all want some readings right now, come on in. I've given most of you your readings, but it looks like with the 2 new ones, you want to get something from them deep in their souls. Am I right?
Very, very much so.
They's looking real tasty and fine. Just 'cause they're another bloodsucker, don't mean that they don't got good blood inside. Hush now, Grandma. We ain't got time for such things. We got business to do. You know that. The old lady is gonna kind of like eye you up, you know, just with this kind of like, just like side eye all of you and kind of give this wry smile.
They don't want my blood. I got gross rat blood.
Wait, what? Why did... Oh! Oh, I see went wrong. Okay. I put the 8 in the wrong one before. So that might not have been 4 successes at all.
It's fine. They're spiders. They were hard to... They can't really read spiders much anyway, so...
Fair enough. That one's just for the grandma.
Okay. Well, with 1 success, you really...
Pale or bright.
It's got a bright aura.
Okay. Well, I'll follow Nathan inside.
Mm-hmm. You'll be led kind of to like this back room, kind of through like a set of like curtains, where it's certainly like what you'd see like an traditional kind of like fortune teller would have. So it's got kind of the circular table with a tablecloth on it and like a crystal ball in the center. She's gonna kind of like sit down in a chair on the other side of it and then offer all to you like chairs to sit around. So all here to like see into your futures, kind of read what you're going to get. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Samuel, why don't you go first?
All right. Just tell me what to do.
It's going to take a second for us to dive deep into your soul and see what we can read. Like I did with your friends. We got to draw something out here. See what we got. But as we prepare to take the fortune telling, let's take our first break!
Yay!
Yeah,
So-
you get on to chat. You won't know my future. We're gonna do it while we're on break.
It's a total. It'll be secretive. It'll be like that, and that's what's going to happen. It's like, oh, it's so amazing, you know. I think
I can't tell if Carpe's freeze framed or just very good at holding this pose. Oh, I saw a blink. I saw a blink.
Anyway.
Oh, wait, 4 blinks. I think he wants help. Send help.
So if you need a bathroom break, snack break, drink break, go ahead and do it. We'll be back in a little bit here. Good. Hey, we're back.
How many blackjack and hookers
Whoa.
did you say it was outside?
342.
Someone's apparently
Oh,
invented
that's a
their own
lot
new temperature
That's a
system.
lot of blackjack and hookers.
It's my new temperature system.
Well, we'll have to get into that after we find out about your future, because if you die soon, then you won't be able to make it work.
True.
Yeah. So, Quistamalla will kind of have everyone sit down, kind of around the table, as she's going to start with kind of like looking into the crystal ball that's kind of there. She's going to kind of like look deep into it and kind of kind of turn towards all of you then and kind of be like, as we look into each of you, I've looked into the histories and deep into the souls of you all and what can be and cannot be. For you, you have seen much of your essence. You've already found yourself in a position where great things have been around you. But those great things can easily be taken away. You've had victories, but those victories have also resulted in greater enemies than you could ever imagine. Ones that will haunt you for many years to come. I see more great battles in your future, and you have the choice whether you are going to be once again a fighter, or if for once you're going to let others be a fighter in your place. Both paths will have very different results in the short term, but in the long term could lead you to the same location. I also see that your choices with these others around you here may affect how their future comes about. Your presence already has changed what's going on.
Okay.
Beware the man in white.
Do what?
Beware the man in white.
The man in white.
If you see him, run. There will be no victory for you over that one. Only
Okay.
death. Who's next?
Yep. I'm gonna have to. My dogs are going crazy right now. I'll be right back as soon as possible.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to let him out.
To be honest, ma'am, I don't know if you really want to look at what's inside of me.
What's inside of you is no darker than many of the dark things out in the universe itself. You yourself are one that's touched by such shadows, demons. But demons aren't the only thing that's touched you. I see a dark future in front of you if you continue on the path you're on. There'll be one day when this, she's going to point to your empty arm, will be all of you. And when that happens, a great shadow will fall upon all the world. And you will not be yourself. You will be another. A creature that shouldn't be returning to our world. Not anytime soon. But that's not the only thing I see in your future. That's a future when you give in to a darkness that's been with you for so long. There's also maybe a bratness in it. You have a position to be one to lead. I see a future in which you stand on top of a bright stone. A council of men around you. Each of them looking to you for advice. Looking to each other. Those that are under you. Looking to what you say for leadership. I see knives pointed at your back. I also see jealousy in some eyes. But in amongst all that, I see greatness. A choice. Whether or not to be grand or to falter.
How is that right by itself?
Everybody shares this, and Nathan's and one of the other people is using it.
And with all due respect, I am no leader. I never have been, and I've never asked for it.
Can we get some ice cream if we have some?
Not right now. Maybe on my next break. I just took a break.
How much longer until the next week?
Around 4 o'clock. You can check and see if we have any ice cream. You didn't finish your lunch.
I
Can't have
don't
your pudding if you
want-
don't eat your meat.
I didn't
Well, at least
want
take it out to the
ice
kitchen then.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
I've never sought that out, and it has never been
What?
my...
Uh-oh. She's sad because I was ignoring her and I told her not to bother me here. Womp womp.
Fuck, where was I?
Never been a leader.
I'm sorry, man, but I am no leader. I've never sought this out. It is not my end. I have my goal. I work.
Leadership is not something that necessarily you strive for. Sometimes it's just thrust upon you. Within my community, I find myself a leader amongst them. I didn't choose for that to happen. I just happen upon it because of my gifts and my luck. And when the opportunity arises, you gotta take what you get. Because those around you are already looking to you. And if you step down from it, it's going to be more just a disappointment to yourself and those others. But if you embrace whatever comes in your way, you take those opportunities, you might find yourself in a position that you don't mind.
A position where I can no longer be myself anymore. I work from the shadows on my own. While I appreciate the company of these people that I've temporarily surrounded myself with, they are the closest things I've had to friends in decades. It is still not my best work. I am not able to be... The future you propose would have me giving up everything I have known. My entire ability. Everything I've honed.
If you see it that way, then don't choose that path. I'm just telling you that that path is probably going to be the least dangerous for you. You can see the choices that are presented to you in any way you want. It's up to you to interpret how they go. But when you deny that there aren't good choices out there and bad choices, and that choices that lead you in ways that will give you opportunity, you deny a lot of yourself. You are more than just what appears before me, as all of us are. I myself am more than I appear. It's the nature of us all. Those of us that live in the shadows in the night, that stalk in the dark recesses of mortal minds. We're in the shadows no matter what. And love, you're never alone in those shadows. You aren't the only one stalking them. Maybe you can't see them, but they're there with you no matter what you're doing. And so you can't deny it. You're never alone.
And this is the second time I've been told. He can return through this.
I don't know about who he is or returning, but I assume you've tapped into something great and powerful. And whether you let it use you or you use it, that's a tough thing. There's definitely a balance between it all. We all have our demons we deal with. Some are more physically real than others, as I'm sure you've seen. Yours just happens to take a manifestation of a limb.
A
So,
limb's connected to one who should not ever return.
yes and no. As I've seen, there's a great darkness that it's connected to, a deeper thing. The abyss stares back at us all. And those of us that live in the webs and depths of its shadows, well, we know what's there. There are many demons. Yours, is it the worst one? I can't say. But it ain't good. We dance a dark dance, playing with the darkness, with the shadows.
Leslie won't have anything more to say.
I don't think I got anything to say to the rest of you either. I've given you your predictions. You friends. There's definitely something odd about all of you. You seem like
You see?
You seem
Oh,
you seem deepen as a group. But the fact is that all of you, you're hanging together as this amalgam of your group by a thread. It would not take but merely a small prick to have it all bleed out and all be gone. As with most alliances in the dark. So just be careful, y'all. You got better hearts than most of them. At very least, you got a sliver of one left in that cold body of yours each. None of you giving up on the breath of life. On that side that once was said to be human. Many of us in the shadows try to fight with that. We're born for mortality.
Why, between us, we might just have a whole heart.
But you gotta face the fact that you ain't human no more. And that means a lot of different rules. It's that realization in between it. Can I still be like them, but not be them? And I'm not sure how many of you have faced that inner demon. Some of you, I think, have already hit it a little better than others. It's just a thing to keep in mind in all this. When you face your inner demons, when they come boiling to the surface, what will you do? An opportunity will arise for each of you to answer that question in the near future. And some of them demons that you're going to be meeting along the way, they ain't pretty.
They never are.
Those shadows are going to come for all of you. So just be careful. A little prediction for your group. When the dead come knocking, and you find yourself deep within the shadow, beware the dark corners. Stick to the pale light. Because even the monsters in the pale light are going to be so much kinder to you than those lurking in the shadows. In the darkness, where not even the dead would lurk.
How reassuring.
What?
Just wanted to snap with my move.
Okay.
Leslie's face is just a blank stone at this point.
Is there like any way for me to like dig into my mind and see if I remember a man in white? And who that might be referring to?
remember who was.
The
man in
man
white.
in white.
Sure. I'm just gonna tell you, there are probably people that have fit that description at times before, but
Yeah.
who they're talking about, or who the prediction's talking about, it's hard to say.
It's
The
me.
only one I can think that it might be, like my brain chugging and chugging away, is it's thinking my sire. But that's pretty much it.
I mean, that's the problem. Is like it is a prediction. It is
Right.
a view into a cloudy future kind of thing.
I will never trust another man that wears white around me. Nathan, do you wear any white suits?
No, actually, not white
Alright,
suits.
good.
I do wear white shirts.
I don't think that counts.
Yeah, suits are either black or powder blue.
It's an important distinction.
Mm-hmm.
So, you've gotten your hints into the future, into possible futures. Again, it's what you do with them.
I'm gonna like.
Purely hypothetical, Quistamalla. Which would you say would be more dark, Haiti or Saint Martain?
There's plenty to say about any island down the Caribbean. Plenty of good places to visit. Up to you which direction you want to take. Both have merits. But your young boy there, who sought his forgiveness, may find himself shining more than one location than the other. It's your job to see if he's up to the stuff or destined for failure.
Alrighty. Well, Emil, looks like we're going to see the gangrels.
As you're like leaving, the old lady's like, "When you lose your eye, can I have it?"
Did your sisters lose yours as well? As I leave.
She's gonna be saying that to you, Emil.
Sure. I guess if I lost it, I won't need it anymore.
It looks especially delicious. Powdered in a tea.
Powder and eyeball.
Dried
Well, first
out.
you dry it out.
Or it's the implication, the entire vampire thing that they tend to, corpses tend to like age a little bit once they die, kind of thing, depending on how old the vampire is, they could even kind of crumble into dust if they're ancients.
Good luck finding the eyeball.
Most of you are relatively young, so that way, therefore, you would leave something behind when you died.
I disagree.
So, Leslie, is your arm actually tied to a demon? Like a real demon?
My arm is my arm. Nothing
I think
more,
he means
nothing
the other
less.
The demon-y arm, not that arm.
Your wisdom is ever astounding, Samuel.
I kind of just figured that was clever wordplay for the fact that it was shadowy and stuff, but interesting.
Just an arm and nothing more, an extension of my abilities.
Aren't your abilities tied to the abyss?
Yes, they are.
Then isn't it the Abyss's abilities that it ties to?
We're done with all these semantics. Shall we go?
Where are demons from again?
Leslie leaves.
Various locations. The Abyss was included
Oh.
as one of them.
Soon as Samuel says that, just starts walking away. The topic he is not touching right now.
Yeah, I do as much as hell. Probably.
Yeah, no, Samuel's like, yeah, no, it's a demon arm. He doesn't really give a shit, but he likes fucking with Leslie.
Accurate. Look, Leslie misses some of it. He doesn't miss like back in the day when there was totally Mr. Well, he missed. It's the same that Nathan misses. Getting being messed with, except for the entire like setting on fire by sunlight messing with. That was a little too far.
I miss being a driver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, being the group driver is like, everybody, I'll take the wheel.
Wasn't very good at it, but hey.
Samuel's teasing is definitely a part of him, but if he pushes too hard on that button, he might end up getting more acquainted with the arm than he likes.
Dawn can drink booze. She just doesn't get anything from
Yeah,
it.
I'll throw a red at you.
This is being drunk, not Mrs. Booze.
Okay, yeah. Wow, most of you have now taken one rank and drive at this point in time, so all of you can drive. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Well, we
Well,
lost our drive, but we had to do something.
They had all learned. They had lost their driver. Then they took turns.
I've got to spend it. I got to spend XP to become a level 2 driver.
It's gonna be like slightly. It's like, no, I must be slightly better, so therefore I can be the group driver again.
Once you get 5 in dexterity and 4 in drive, you can be a 9-iron.
Oh boy.
My new goal. I have 4 in dexterity. I'm almost there.
Are you doing anything else for tonight, or are we just skipping ahead to heading to, I guess, Saint Martain?
I think partying, topping up.
Leslie's getting some booze blood.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what my max blood is. My max blood pool. I'm probably already maxed out.
What's your rank?
Which generation?
Where do I check that again? It's at the top.
Advantages, generation.
Advantages, generate. Oh, 3.
So you're
10.
Yeah, you're 10, I believe. You're the. Oh no, it might be a little bit more than 10 because that's the standard for your group. Most of you just stuck. With...
8th gen is 15.
I have it at 11, so I might have like bumped it up or something. I don't know.
I think the generation 3 is a little bit more, is what it is. So I'd have to check.
I think 3 is 10, 4 is 14, and then 5 is like 16 or something.
10th generation is 13 blood pool, can spend 1 per turn.
So 13 is your
13.
maximum. Yep.
So
9th
13.
9th gen is 14 and 2 per turn. 8th gen is 15 and 3 per turn.
See, 13 is your maximum, and you can spend 1 a turn.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
seems-
I eat rats.
Mm-hmm. You probably can go out, find a bunch of... You can be like, rat friends, come to me! And they're like swarming to you, just like...
Pretty much. You guys sure you don't want any?
Don't-
Leslie?
Don't mind this. Other
As
rats
difficult as I'm
do
sure
not
it
mind
will
this.
be to find a prostitute in the French Quarter of New Orleans, I think I'll do my best. So does
Don,
it
do you
take
wanna
5 minutes or
it?
10?
I think you're highballing it there a little bit.
Yeah. Sorry, 5 street corners or 10.
Saint Martain, the small Caribbean island that's half French, half Dutch, known for beaches, nightlife, and duty-free shopping. Thanks, Google, for that's the description you gave me of this place.
Beaches, nightlife, and duty free.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Duty-free shopping.
Mm-hmm. There's a Dutch side and a French side. So, which
Yeah,
side
do
are
your
you...
best Dutch accent.
No. My French accent's bad enough. I don't even know what I would do for a Dutch accent. Oh, that is good. No, that's not Dutch. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's
It's
like
kind of more of a bad German.
it almost slipped into like bad Apu Indian too, a little bit too. You know, like
Isn't Dutch like pretty similar to German accents anyway?
yes.
Yeah.
It is very good. Yeah. I am the
Not
Dutch
the
person.
heist too.
I am a Dutch person, so I kind of sound like I'm German because I don't know how to do it very well. It's almost
Then you're
German,
going a little more into
Scandinavian.
Swedish.
It went a little more into Swedish there. Yes.
Do you like a Swedish meatball?
No thanks.
Have you guys ever played Space Station 13?
Nope.
I haven't played
Plot
that
Be
one.
injected with like a drug, or like the geneticist can change your genes to make you Swedish, and if they do it enough, you just say "borf" a bunch.
Mort.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty sure that's what happens when you're too Swedish.
The more Swedish you are, it's just what happens. Yeah.
All right.
Hold on.
So, which side of the island are you coming in on? I think the
Dutch.
airport is on the Dutch side. Yeah.
It is.
So, are you going to stay at Philipsburg or Marigot on the French side or Dutch side?
Dutch side.
Saint Martain, was that meeting Jack's sister or getting with the gangrel?
Getting with the
Gangrel.
gangrel.
Okay.
All right. So you will fly out from New Orleans. Your crew reassembled on Nathan's private chartered planes. Once again, heading. Missed call. Nice.
Wasn't me.
From
Why
undecided.
you calling on my cell phone? Wasn't me.
You will arrive in the Saint Martain Airport, the Princess Juliana International Airport. Of course, you're going to come in late, kind of. It's a short trip, so you're getting in like late at night. It's going to be like 10 or 11 at night. The place is probably still like busy with drinking and stuff throughout the various locations down in that side of it. It is a densely populated island. It is only 87 square kilometers.
They gotta name their roads better. The airport is on Airport Road.
I mean,
So is the Madison Airport.
Yeah, many
That's
airports are on Airport
very
Road.
dumb. Name it better.
you tell it that, and it's not going to listen.
Sorry, our airport is on Seaport Road.
Name it like First Road.
Ooh,
like
and
a real
there's Simpson
road.
Bay Causeway. Oh God!
Simpson Bay.
So it's Saint Martin and Saint Martin. So it's like the Dutch and the French side. They just say their name of the island slightly different. That's how you tell the difference of what you're on. So you're on the Saint Martin side. Saint Martin. Saint Martin instead of Saint Martin.
Saint Martin and Saint Martin.
Mm-hmm. They got Texaco on the end of Simpson Bay Causeway. Neat. God, yeah. This is like I look at this and I'm like, this island is very tiny. This island is incredibly tiny.
It is super duper tiny, and also going to be very easy to find people in.
My God, yes. The population density is, what was this here? 892 per square kilometer. For us Americans, that's 2,310 people per square mile. That's a lot, actually. So heavily populated. So you'll find a reasonably well hotel there, which I'm gonna say is probably not great for you guys, as the entire, blood-sucking creatures of the night, with the entire problem with sun, as like they don't really have rooms that are easily like closed up from the light, since it's the Caribbean.
That's what blackout curtains are for?
That you keep bringing with you everywhere. Yes. So you set up some blackout curtains. You close things up to the best of your abilities. You know,
Blackout curtains and duct tape.
We're just like, yeah, a hotel room. We can stay there. Do not disturb during the day. We got in late. What's your plan right now?
Well, Emil, I believe we are in your territory now.
I mean, I would imagine we check out the nightlife and see if anyone smells or notices anything.
Very well.
I'll put on my best cologne.
Eau de Sueur. Nightlife it is, I suppose.
Okay. You can hit the nightlife. There's probably a bunch going on. There's probably a few places that are more akin to nightclubs, but a lot of it is because it's less akin to something you'd have like a lot of rowdy kids for, more just, you know, there's a lot of like kind of late night bars and stuff where there is a level of partying, but it's like it feels like relaxed, the relaxed Caribbean kind of thing. So it's like you'll have places where, you know, it's open to the beach, you know, you can kind of hang out there, get some drinks, hang out with people, hear some music, some traditional Caribbean music in the background kind of thing. Definitely, like, you can tell that there's the heavy Dutch influence here on this side of the island, you know, and the accents are definitely heavy to Dutch too.
Wonder if the veterinary clinic would know anything.
Good.
Possibly.
Whatever clubs we hit up, they'll just find a seat and do some people watching with aura perception.
You can kind of like take a look around. Roll me a check. The side you're on speak both Dutch and English. The French side, pretty much French is the official language, though occasionally you can get some.
At this point, all I'm looking for is pale and bright among crowds.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the wrong spot again.
So, before we go on the night carousing,
Mm-hmm.
Emil, well, I think I'll be able to find things better if I
Are by yourself?
go. No, I was gonna say go as a. Well, let's just say. Well.
We hang on your every
Smelling things
word.
as a- yeah. I'd smell things better as a dog. Or a wolf. More like.
Yes,
I imagine a wolf would be out of place.
very much so.
However, you do have an eccentric wealthy man who might have an unusually large dog.
Like a wolfhound, half wolf, half dog.
Or an American Alsatian.
Mm-hmm.
Or a Damascus, or what was the last one?
You just
There's
look like
three
you could be a
wolf dogs.
husky. That looks kind of like a wolf a little bit too.
No, there actually are 3 dogs which have been bred to look like wolves that I know of. There's Damascus, American Alsatians, and I forget what the last one's called.
Yes. I know.
Dire
what you're
wolves?
talking- yeah, dire wolf.
No, it's the pugs.
You
the
mean
Chihuahua.
snorfers, where it goes like it comes up to your leg and goes thump right into your leg, and goes. And like you're like ramming your face into me to like smell me. That's weird. Thank you, Pug. Thank you, Pug.
So, assuming that situation works out for you, then I would be happy to meander.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, so should we go for that, or should we just go normally?
Well, I imagine the one-armed man will have plenty of drinks bought for him, so perhaps someone who can take advantage of those should go with him. Dawn?
I can do whatever you need me to. Don't worry about it. Yacht.
Your company is always most welcome.
Just gonna be throwing him back.
Shall we go then, Don?
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll look all hot and bothered on the dance floor.
That was much better than I was going to say there. I'll take that.
Oh, God.
Also,
Jess,
the
please come
reason
back. Please come back.
I apologize, Dawn.
No,
Can't take
don't.
this anymore. It's been weeks. No, don't you start that too.
She's just gonna start doing it on purpose when she comes back.
Oh, God. So this is
She's
what
gotta
she
get
meant
into
about.
character.
This is what Quistamalla meant about demons.
Oh, maybe that's why she's acting that way. She's possessed.
Oh, God.
Leslie, are you saying all the things you've said before?
Shut up.
All these words, they make no sense. I find bliss in ignorance.
I'm gonna turn into a fucking shadow demon already. End the world. Fuck it. Come on, La Sombra, return.
Anyway, the reason I'm kind of a little embarrassed and hesitant about it is because, well, probably need a leash and collar.
Oh,
I
you
had
didn't
assumed
do
as
that
much.
sort
That's
of
why I
thing.
asked if it was acceptable to you.
Yeah.
Was that yes, that's acceptable to you, or yes, I
Yeah.
recognized that too?
I recognized it too. Anyway.
Would you like a sweater as well? I imagine it might get chilly outside at night.
I'll be
Okay, so you're going around with Dog Emil on leash while Leslie and Dawn are hitting the nightclubs. And Samuel, what are you doing? You have an option. There probably really isn't like a sewer system here. I'm just gonna go out on the limb there. Probably rats. It is an island that was infested by Europeans. Probably rats, so you don't have to worry about food supply. Definitely speaking.
Right. Yeah, I ate before we.
Yeah, so you might be good for a while. Anyway. Yeah.
I don't think he was talking about his food.
I'm just not sure. I guess I'm not fully caught up on our quest here, on what we're doing here exactly.
Okay,
'Cause
they
I'm
have a
a little
formula.
out of the loop.
That's
They
a
should
good point. Samuel, we are currently in the middle of finding the various bloodlines of Cappadocius. You know, the mostly obliterated bloodline by the Giovanni, I believe?
Yes.
Apparently, Lazarus and his children Angelique are requesting a meeting of the minds, so to speak, or a meeting of the bodies, more accurately. So we're gathering, or we're bringing messages to each of the various bloodlines. We have already brought word to the Mahatma. We have talked to Apatia of the Skiths. We have talked to Raita of the Nagaraja. And we only have a few left. And Baron Samdi is the only one that isn't reasonably near Cairo.
Okay.
Left.
So we're looking for Baron Samdi.
Yes.
All right, I guess I'll spend time searching records on my handy dandy computer.
Okay, you're looking at some records around the area. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Give me just a computer intelligence check, and we'll see what you find.
Who's clues? Sam's clues.
We already have Leslie's.
Difficulty 6.
Just
Still,
keep it difficulty 6. We've already had Leslie's check for what's going on in aura reading. Alright, yeah. You look into records, kind of trying to figure out what's going on and who's around the area. And it's the unfortunate thing that the Caribbean, other than like the Semitic and those that are within Haiti, aren't particularly known for large amounts of vampires. A lot of these small Caribbean islands occasionally get individuals, but no organization that really exists. So whether there are vampires here or not on the island, they theoretically haven't been organized until more recently, where you've been informed that the gangrel are attempting to organize the islands. Like groups of gangrel basically trying to take over them and become princes, which hasn't been something that's been here. Hasn't been. The major cities and island countries have had some control over the years. As I said, like Haiti, the Dominican Republic, Cuba, those kind of islands. Puerto Rico even has had some like heavy influence, but islands like this one, no, it's hard to find records of something. And the Baron is like a theoretically mythological figure mostly at this point in time. You know.
Not even like, not necessarily just records, but like, you know, people going online like, oh, I saw going on Reddit going like, oh, I saw this fabled Baron Samedi, I swear, guys. You know, gotta comb through all the fake sightings and shit like that. Anything like that, or no?
He is a figure within Haitian voodoo, so there's probably people dressed as him and stuff more than anything.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. He's like tied to like voodoo and stuff, like depicted in that top hat, tall dark coat, dark glasses, cotton plugs in the nostrils, after resemble a corpse dressed for a burial in the Haitian style. He's the Iowa of the dead within the Haitian voodoo. So, yep.
I got nothing.
Yeah, it's the unfortunate thing that makes it very difficult.
Yeah.
Because he has this level of folklore to him, also. So we have Leslie not finding anything and Dawn partying, so she won't find anything either. Dawn's like partying down to like, you know, like some Caribbean music, which she's dancing to, but probably like more nightclub dancing to like something that's not nightclub music. Because that's Dawn.
You know what? If anybody's going to attract a random vampire,
yes. Neil, you were gonna sniff around the place.
Yes. So the perception alertness, right?
Yeah,
alertness and with your giant bonus to doggy
double
senses.
Yeah,
Doggy senses.
-4 difficulty.
Yes. So roll with your difficulty of 2.
All ones.
It could happen. We will see.
Wow. Wait, difficulty 2?
No, that's no. I'm
That was Samuel's.
Oh, I don't. It just popped
Oh my
up.
god, you're taking 0!
Holy shit!
Wow!
Well, it's not all ones.
No, it's not. Wow.
I think that might be the worst roll I've seen in this entire campaign.
I don't think so. We've had
bad rolls, but not when the success was on 2s.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean, it's. I'm just gonna say you don't find anything that stands out. I mean, that's
too
what it
busy.
is.
Emil's too busy being embarrassed, pretending to be a dog on a leash.
Yeah.
At some point during our walk, I'm going to text Samuel. Look into the finances of the Pain Cave.
Pain Cave. I will look into the finances of the Pain Cave.
Okay.
It's a gym.
You're gonna like use your gym influence on people. I see how it is.
Honestly, I was thinking
Oh.
about buying it, but we'll see.
Yeah, that too. Probably buyable. I'll say that. That is not a gym.
The Pain Cave. That's not a gym. Oh, I beg to differ.
It's Nathan's kind of gym. Look, it's Nathan's kind of gym. You know it is. I know it is.
It's not a gym yet.
It's not.
No, it is.
Mhm.
It very much is.
Are you actually Googling gyms?
I did, and when I saw that one, I knew I had to have it. Number 11 of 14 things to do in Saint Martain.
The Pain Cave. Oh. It's a
Are you
thing.
guys gonna visit the Pain Cave?
Maybe. It's
Not yet.
It's probably not. Oh, it's open 24 hours, apparently.
Yo, this looks awesome.
Yes.
I'm so confused, dude. What?
I don't know why it's called the Pain Cave, but it is.
I want to go there.
Why is it open 24/7?
I don't know, but it is.
Obviously, I bought it.
Oh, no, it's
My
open
lord,
24
you can get
hours a day,
CPR
weekdays,
certifications.
closed on Sunday, and on Saturday it's only open 8 to 9. For all the other days, it's open from midnight to midnight. So, opens up apparently on midnight on Monday, and then goes till, I don't know.
It has great reviews.
It's kind of
Yeah.
fucked up that they offer first aid certifications at the Pain Cave.
Well, look.
Why is that fucked up?
No, they're not allowed to. It's only pain. Why would they unpain?
No.
Have you
pain,
ever
no
been
gain.
to a kinky event? Because you have to have someone there with first aid training, at least one.
No, if nobody dies, it's no fun.
I think safety pain. Dude, you have to do the safety dance when you're doing safety pain, though.
There is an additional service offered by the Pain Cave, the Massage Cave.
Yep.
Oh,
Yoga and stretching,
Mm-hmm.
body
Free?
fat measuring,
Free kickboxing classes.
Mm-hmm.
customized nutrition programs.
The Pain Cave. Yep. Alright, well, as you're looking into buying the Pain Cave and Emil knows is nothing, I'm gonna have us take our second break here because, oh my god.
Nathan saw the Pain Cave and tied me up outside.
What is this lady doing?
I'll be right back.
And then you come back. Well, it was exciting. Not as exciting as I was expecting, but still exciting. Alright. Bathroom, snack, drink break. If you need any of those things, go ahead and do them. We'll be back to more Pain Cave and Saint Martain as we come back. Oh my god. Alright, we're back as people are hanging out at the Pain Cave. So yes, the Pain Cave. Yeah, Nathan, you enjoy learning about the Pain Cave and looking into investing in them and possibly taking them over in maybe a maybe possibly hostile manner.
I mean, I'm not going to be hostile.
I mean, the takeover might be.
They're just not going to have a choice. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Accurate. So when you finish up at the Pain Cave and retrieve a meal, what's your plan then? Meet up with everybody else? Figure out what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay. Leslie, as you're kind of hanging around with Dawn, you don't really see a lot, All of a sudden, though, you're gonna see, like, someone's gonna come up to you and like tap you on the shoulder.
Yes, hello.
Oi! What are you doing here? Dark and broody. What brings you here to our island? This is our turf. Yeah? We don't take kindly to you.
Enjoying a drink here while my friend dances over there.
Yeah? Have you come in and said hello to who's in charge around here?
You see, that would be the problem, is figuring out exactly who is in charge, which has proven to be somewhat difficult, I might say.
This sign charge, yeah?
My friend, that's... as exciting as that sounds, not exactly the entertainment I'm looking for tonight.
Do not listen to him. He is angry as it. You are here to enjoy the nightlife, yes? Mon ami?
Indeed.
Well, we are here to tell you that it comes at a price to enjoy the nightlife around here. Sorry to say. Tourists and stuff. You are only enjoying part of the nightlife, yeah? It is good that you want to enjoy it more. Little happy times with touristas and locals, yes? I understand. My angry friend here, he is very, very, as you say, enamored with the side from the Dutch side of things. I am from, if you could send from my accent, I'm from the French side of things. You know, and we can see how you already are coming in here with your moves and your beautiful women and enjoying the nightlife. Yeah.
Indeed. To be honest, I have all the company I need already. I'm not seeking any other.
We're not talking about the company. Not for the long-term company, no.
Oh, even the short-term company. I've had my fill in other locales. But an audience with the one in charge, I would not say no to.
See, he is a little bitch boy, but not as much as a bitch boy as you thought he was. Yeah. No, I said he was not the bitch boy. I said he was the, little American tourista, thinking he can spend all his time here in the islands. Take advantage
American.
of...
My friend, I believe that you are quite mistaken there.
Oh, apologies, you dress like an American.
I wear a suit, that does not make me
And
an
you come in
American.
with American woman and American businessman who flaunts his top dollar.
And just who might you be then?
We are locals. Islanders who enjoy you saying hello to who's in charge around here. Yeah? You will come with us.
Well, that was the plan, but... give me a moment to contact my associates.
9. You will come now, and your friends can be grabbed later.
The brute force method, so vulgar. Is this how all your selves, I suppose, treat tourists?
Tourists who sneak into our country, especially in a time of crisis amongst the world.
Sneak? My friend, we came in on a plane. That is hardly sneaking. If I wanted to get in here stealthy, I could quite easily do so, I assure you.
I understand, but our man at the airport has told us of how the money has passed through hands to allow certain things to come in under the radar. Yes, your shooting bangs and guns and violent natures of the American businessman who owns you.
You accused me of a violent nature, and yet you come up here threatening with fists. Who is the violent one here? I'm enjoying a drink, my friend is dancing,
As I said,
and we are met with threats.
I was not threatening you. My friend
Oh, you
here
were
was.
not. Your friend, however.
My friend is very violent in nature, and I will not deny that. It is his way to want to get into the fisticuffs a lot of times. I myself am much more subtle with things. You do not need to get in the necessary fisticuffs if you do not need to.
Does he have something to prove?
I think it is that he is very annoyed at you American tourists that come in, or friends of American tourists, because you cause trouble on the island. You bring in your sensibilities and thinking there are no laws down here and you can do what you want. That is what many of your kind do, and so it is very much so looked down upon. Less that it is, generally speaking, yourself, who seems to be a little bit more well-spoken and intelligent than the average brute who comes down here.
Well, my good gentleman, with you I have no qualms in going. You do seem to be quite the educated sort.
See?
It would be my pleasure to accompany you.
He is no one's lapdog. I was telling you. He is his own man. Just because he works for the American businessman does not mean he is his own man and can't make his own choices.
Work for... We could go with that for now.
Oh, you mean you don't work for him? But the way he totes you around like a working slave. We see the way he treats his dog.
There'll be a bit of a smirk on Leslie's face. There is a rather different nature between that one and myself, I assure you.
And he brought this woman with him. Oh, she seems a little crazy.
My friend, I assure you, you do not want to call her his woman to her face.
She
or anywhere around her either.
She's a little bit of the only everyone's woman.
She is her own woman, and
yes, I get you. A modern American woman. Yes, I understand. Things change over the world.
Less of that and more, if you take your friend here and turn it up to 11, I believe the term is, then you have my friend.
So she is the violent type. So she is the violent type that would get into the fisticuffs and cause the problems here, if not under your control. Yeah, that seems to be the problem. Great, just what we need more of.
I
women
assure
who
you she
flaunt
will not,
themselves
as long
and
as you
beat
do
up
not.
the locals.
As long as you do not insult her, then she will cause no problems. But that said, shall we go, gentlemen?
Yes, we shall go. Please calm down. This is my friend Bruno, and I am, of course, Julian.
Julian, Bruno, a pleasure. Don, would you join me?
What you been talking about? I'm fine with coming along here. Yuck.
Dawn is coming.
Every fucking time you do it, it just like shocks me for a second. Just, I know it's coming, and yet. Anyway. Let's go.
They're gonna lead you into kind of the center of the island, into like an area of like kind of like, there's still some like, onto the French side too. Kind of leads you away from the center area of the town over towards Hilma Windsor's castle, which is on the French side. And has a couple of like kind of small buildings and stuff around that one.
Interesting. So they're going through customs?
There is no customs when moving through the two sides most of the time.
Really?
Really. There's been agreed
Even
upon...
during a pandemic?
Especially during the pandemic.
Well, it hasn't hit this area yet.
The thing is, there actually is a treaty, and I looked it up for the island. That the island is considered almost one territory when it comes to these things, and it's rather than problems intermixing, they have like one setup of passport system for anybody coming in from anywhere else. That's kind of looked at from both sides.
Oh.
Yeah.
Neat.
It was established about a decade ago that they formally I mean, they've had some kind of rules in place or attempted to set it up for like a couple of
Neat.
decades, but it was formally approved around 2007. From my quick
Wow.
lookup of this, yes.
Leslie's gonna sneaky invisarm send a text to Nathan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's
yes.
probably gonna be garbled, but it should at least get across that something's
full
up.
border checks are performed traveling in and out. There are rarely checks at the borders between the two sides of the island. Only if something's coming on will there actually be checks. And these people seem to know what's going on and can avoid, any kind of checks or stuff like that. Technically 2 countries, but still also technically borders between France and the Netherlands. I was going to say something else for a second, then my brain broke, and I'm like, wait, no, that's not the right country. What?
These guys just have somebody sitting in the airport, constantly running auspex, scanning everyone that comes in.
No, they actually didn't. They had someone that was a... let me put it this way. There are certain things about your team that screams vampire no matter what. And they have people...
It's me.
And they have...
Also the Nosferatu.
Yeah, the Nosferatu and, you guys... I mean, you guys, the entire Cape and Nathan stand out very heavily. Cough, cough, cough.
I'll be honest, I'm probably the least vampire looking.
Yes.
Dawn.
Leslie doesn't look too vampire-y.
Yeah, Leslie kind of...
Leslie's unusual in other ways, though.
Yeah.
I'm just an ugly man, thank you.
An ugly, diseased man.
Ugly, diseased man.
Yeah, not the kind of disease they're worrying about right now. Because it is late March in the Caribbean.
I've just got like the plague or something.
Uh-huh. The other...
Then again, people don't... But then again, if I've learned anything about from this pandemic, it's that people will take anything and be like, he's got, especially early on, it's like, he's got pustules, he's got COVID, run!
They'll take you to a kind of an old building that looks a little run down, kind of near the edge of the castle, kind of like in some of the territory. Kind of surrounded by a few like trees, so they're kind of like a little palm tree kind of thing like that. Looks like maybe parts of an overgrown plantation or something in the area. Well, lady, gentlemen, you may go first, and we shall follow and to meet with our boss.
Wonderful.
Okay. Let's see here. Roll me for you and Dawn. Just straight dexterity, celerity, difficulty 9 checks. Let's put it as. So Dawn would have 5, 6, 7, 8 dice. Let's see if I can find something that would be 8 dice for her.
Is it fair to guess that lightning
Dexterity.
reflexes would help out in this one?
Yes. Does she have lightning reflexes and something?
I do.
No, I believe Leslie does, yes.
Oh, no, she does. She does have it on. Check this.
Oh man, we all have it. Well, the 3 of us.
Dex celerity. Am I able to use the celerity to amplify, or how is this working?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so,
I'll just roll a d10 then for her.
well, like, so would I just take my 2 celerity dots, or can I use the celerity to amplify the roll somehow?
You could spend a blood to make them automatic successes, or they would just be or they'd just be extra dice. But
1 blood per?
No, because normally there's 2 ways to use celerity. I think it works the same way. I'd have to check just to make sure I'm...
No,
remembering.
the bonus for celerity is basically you get an extra action
Yeah.
for each dot.
Yeah.
Adds
I
1
think it's
die
for
to
you to
every
get the extra
dexterity-related
dexterity,
roll.
it
An additional
costs
player can spend 1
blood
point to
to-
take an extra action for every dot of celerity at the beginning. Any dots of extra actions no longer used for dexterity-related checks.
Huh.
So, yeah. It's the strength and the one that's different than that. Yeah. So, like, this
Right.
one is, you just add extra dice to it. I don't remember if, like, sometimes they're like, you can also spend it for certain things.
Okay. I thought celerity could do the same thing. All right.
Would he be able to spend the blood point and the extra dot to give himself basically 2 turns of Dex plus 1 celerity?
Not in this case.
Okay. I tried.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll just burn willpower.
Okay.
Where is? I have a 2. Oh, I need an ability that has 2 points. Computer, that works. Okay, so willpower. Do difficulty 9. You said.
Yes.
So 1 automatic success. Would that make it a 9 or a 10, or just is it counted outside the roll?
It would count outside the roll.
There was an error with your formula. Excuse me? What do you mean there's an error with my formula?
I don't know what that means.
There's an error with your formula. Please, what?
By the way, if I had tied Emil up, it would only have been to go in and like look at the place and then come back out.
Oh yeah, no,
so,
no. I assume so. It wasn't there for very long.
Well, okay, I'll try using this pool then.
I mean, that was someone
tries to
with
steal
Auspex
him.
checking your dog and being like, "Oh God, you're treating that poor gangrel like an actual dog."
No, somebody runs up and steals the dog while you're in there.
Oh,
I
Alright.
imagine that would be
Heck
quite
out of
difficult for them.
1 automatic at least.
Okay,
And no ones.
so what happens is
That's a
the
dog
floor
with potence.
goes out beneath both of you. Both of you will kind of jump up, trying to maybe get away from it, like with really quick reflexes. As also then bars will come down all around you from like the different entrances around you. So you're hanging on said bars. You're still inside like a cage with a big opening below you, and then the guy behind you is going to be like, "Honestly, I thought you would fall."
You
Look.
greatly underestimate our abilities, my friend. Is this how your prince greets everybody?
This is how we greet intruders who decide to party in our town. We were going to send you down to the fun wait in a place until we get the rest of your friends' location.
A prince who cannot be found and who we attempt to find and are taken like this, I see.
You did nothing to find us. You just went and partied. And then your one friend was busy hanging out with the dog pyre.
Partied, yes. Right, well,
Checking
I
out
think
the
this-
local businesses.
I think this is quite enough of this. Dawn, grab my hand.
Yuck!
Dimensional shift.
Okay. All right then.
I guess we're finding out if this works or not.
Okay. Right. You'll disappear for a while. We'll get back to you.
Okay.
Okay. The rest of you are going to get a message. A man's going to come up to you and as Nathan, you and Emil are coming back, it's like, "Hello there. Hi. This must be your Nathan, right?
Sure.
And this must be your dog. What is your dog's name?"
Ah. My dog can speak for himself.
A talking dog? Oh, I know. You're joking with me. Anyway, your good friends, Leslie and Dan are going to meet with important people.
Ah. So they found someone. Excellent.
Yes.
Where might we go to meet them?
You're going to want to go to Hilma Windsor's castle. Don't worry. Our mutual in charge associate, Frederick LeBlanc, will meet you there.
Ah. Frederick LeBlanc.
Nathan, you will see Liesel and Dan there. They'll be waiting for you. You can bring your dog or any other friends you have.
Huh. Excellent. And what was your name?
I'm Fred.
Fred.
Mm-hmm.
What color is he wearing? What color is Fred wearing?
He is wearing a kind of, what looks to be like one of those, like, Hawaiian shirts. It's, like, dark green with, like, little trees on it. With it kind of, like, open, so it's not even, like, fully buttoned up. So it's, like, something you'd, like, you know, with, like, a bathing suit, which is, like, a red and blue bathing suit, and, like, flip-flops. So it looks like he's been hanging out on the beach kind of thing. He's got, like one of those, like, little hats on with, like, sunglasses, even on at night.
Sounds like a cool guy.
I too wear my sunglasses at night, Fred.
Sometimes you just gotta be not bothered by the nightlife.
I try not to be, but here it is. All right, the castle, you said.
Yes, the castle.
All right.
Liesel and Dan. And what did I call you?
Nathan?
Nathan.
Nathan.
Tantus,
Nah.
remind me, because I think I remember, but I don't know if what I said
Liesel
to
and Dan.
Jess was I don't remember if what I said to Jess was incorrect. What happens if I like, at least, like, fear-wise, to others?
They could get stuck there?
Oh.
I don't remember if there's a fear effect or not. I thought there was.
It's probably not necessarily for her, but
Okay.
maybe.
Well, like I said, hopefully not.
Nathan, Liesel, and Dan. And he's just Fred.
Leslie's feeling very insulted and he doesn't know why.
So
Samuel feels the urge to call him Weasel from now on.
Weasel and Dan. Sorry, Dan. Good old Dan. She's such a nice lady.
Nobody puts Dawn in a corner.
Nathan, are you, like, picking up everybody else? And also letting Emil no longer be a dog?
Everybody?
Mm,
I mean,
The last person.
yeah. Yeah, I'll go pick up Samuel.
Simuel and Emerald.
Nobody stand in pancake.
Simuel and Emerald. And it's probably like, if Fred will probably like, I can wait for you guys if you want me to.
I don't think that'll be necessary. We'll be on our
Nah,
way to
you
the
know
castle
what?
shortly.
You know what, Nathan? I should wait here. Frederick would really want me to be here as much as I'd kind of want to wander off and check out the waves again.
Very well, then you go ahead and stay right here.
All right. When you get Simuel and Emerald, let me know.
Certainly.
I'm just gonna leave him there.
I'm
until
not
I
going
get
to.
back. What's your plan then?
I'm going to head back to the
Hotel room?
hotel
Mhm.
and say, all right, it appears Leslie and Dawn found the prince, as it were. I'm assuming Emil has... I take Emil's collar off as soon as we're in the hotel.
Yeah. I mean, he could transform with it on. It would just be awkward. Because then he just
Exactly, I don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
I know this is embarrassing for him. I know it sucks. I asked him beforehand for a reason.
I mean, at least he doesn't actually go to the bathroom anywhere like a normal dog. Because if he would, it would just be blood.
Oh gosh.
Is something wrong with your dog? Well, sort of. But yeah, I take the collar off as soon as we get back to the hotel. I know. And obviously Emil knows this. He was right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Samuel.
I just quickly go and put on clothes and get
Mhm.
dressed.
Apparently the castle is where we're meant to go.
All right, let's get going then.
Let's get going.
Mm-hmm. Alright, you'll head for the castle. Are you gonna avoid the front where Fred is, or are you gonna go with Fred?
Wait, how did Fred get to the front? Because I left him wherever he met us.
He met you right out front of the
elsewhere.
hotel.
Oh, okay.
Like when you were getting back,
bad.
finally, he was like, "Hello,
Ah, gotcha.
Nathan."
All right. Got
Nathan.
All right. Then we'll head out and.
Wait, let's do our window jump technique.
Is there a back way out?
I don't want to take it. I do, however, want to order whatever compares to a lift, though, or a taxi or something.
Yes,
The concierge take care of that,
sure.
and we can wait inside.
Yeah.
I jump out a window.
Okay.
No, not yet.
It's our tried and true tactic.
It does work a lot of times. Window jump. We have great luck with that. Yes.
So far, every time.
I mean, you technically take half the damage a person would anyway before figuring it out from a fall.
Apparently in Saint Martain, there is no Uber or Lyft type thing. However, you can order rental cars and they will be brought to you.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
How about limousine service?
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't say on the thing I'm reading here, but
Yes.
Rad
Luxury
Exotics,
VIP.
luxury VIP transportation.
Yeah, rad.
Dude,
I like Mr. Nice Guy too, though. Mr. Nice Guy is a good one.
dude, that's like so fucking rad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Fred will be
I'm gonna
like,
make sure that they send a car for only 3 people.
Okay. So Fred, like, should I come along with you, Nathan? Oh, it's not space.
Ah, sorry about that.
But I could sit on Simul or Emerald's lap.
Well, that doesn't seem appropriate at all.
I guess I'll wait here and just enjoy the beach.
I believe that's what your the leadership expressed his interest in you doing, wasn't it? To stay right here. That's what you told me.
Probably.
Anyhow, we'll be off. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Have
Yeah,
a
it's good
lovely
meeting you.
evening.
It was a good meeting you. Bye.
All right.
Okay.
The fuck was that?
Also, I gave Samuel an extra cloak
Ah.
Oh, hell yeah.
to attempt to keep the smell off the seats.
It
Yes.
won't work.
So you'll head to Hilma's Windsor Castle, which is technically not a castle at all. There had been a building there at one point in time that was more historic and more fortressy, though there are technically 2 fortresses on the island. But the actual location of Hilma's Windsor Castle, it's a restaurant
Oh.
nowadays, and that's where you were sent for. So you will arrive at a closed down restaurant that seems to have been
Wait, oh, 1 second, 'cause I might be misunderstanding. Don and I were brought to an actual castle. Right?
no, you were built to a house near this location that was supposedly like you was mentioned to be it, which you were like,
Gotcha.
oh, it's some kind of castle, and I'm like, no, it's technically a restaurant. You just didn't go there. It was an area that's kind of like in an open kind of like old plantain-y kind of area towards the center of the island.
Gotcha.
There
All
are-
right. At this point, text message to Leslie. Okay. Oh, right. Wait, no. He sent us a message. Text message to Leslie.
Uh-huh. What was Leslie's message? What was the Leslie's message again?
He was trying to go for, basically, you know, something's up. I'm trying to think what he was then, because I didn't actually think about it at the time. Yeah, basically just like there's something up, you know, being taken to wherever I was told, but he's trying to text this while it's in his pocket with his invisible hand. So
we get near Wilma's castle, or Castor, Casp. Emil.
Recently rebuilt, having been destroyed a couple of years ago by Irma.
Oh.
After mysterious donors gave good old Hilma a lot of money to rebuild the place and get a new building instead of the trailer she once had there. There's still the old axle from the old trailer that was carried off into the ocean is still there. That once stopped
Emil,
this place.
would you be able to find any sign of our friends? Or perhaps spoor, if you will?
Perhaps what?
Spoor.
Yeah. I was just normal -2.
Mhm.
Where's...
Hello. So when you get to the location, it's kind of closed down. Except there seems to be a couple of cars out front of it, and like there's a man sitting on one of the cars who's going to kind of be like towards you. Oh, hello, my good friends. Welcome to the island. It is I am, as they say, a good friend of Monsieur LeBlanc, who is here to see you. Come now, come. It is very fine for you to arrive here. We were calling you here for this little trip to the side to enjoy some of our fine nightlife and to get a little way away from the outside world, as you say. Yeah, this is so very, as they say, difficult to find a place where you can not have the nightlife and the people going everywhere at all times of the day. Oh, your friends, they've already been transported to the proper location. I know we're sending you across the island, but we wanted to make sure that you were, going to listen and it seems as though Fred has failed his job. He was supposed to come around with you.
Oh, he told me that Monsieur LeBlanc had instructed him to stay near the hotel.
He is a very confused man. It's what you get for hiring.
I think he
one of
just
his
wanted to
kind.
hit the beach.
He likes the beach. He is a little insane sometimes, almost waiting till the crest of the dawn coming up over the waves. One of these days, he's just going to burst into flames. But I jest. So, Mr. I believe Fred has said you are Nathan. Is that some kind of foreign name?
No? Well, I suppose here it is, yes.
Well, Mr. Nassim, you do not look like your name should say, but that is fine. It sounds like something of a different area of the world. I'm a little confused for hearing this name. But no. Monsieur LeBlanc has need of you to come with us to the meeting. We wanted to make sure you were coming here and not bring in too many friends. It was just your small party. Since you are, the new visitors to the island. Lately, we get so very few visitors to the island.
Oh, of course. And it's not my potty. I leave that in the hotel. I don't bring it with me.
Posse, as I believe is the proper word for you American cowboys to say.
Posse? Well, posse in the American is more a group that's going to try and kill someone, and we are not trying to do that.
That is good. So, your taxi can leave, and we can escort you to the proper location for Mr. LeBlanc. We'll meet with you. Sound good? Yeah. Your friends should be already on their way.
All right.
I mean, they technically would have been if they hadn't shadow jumped, but then we'll worry about that probably next week because we don't know what's going on with that and where they're attempting to end up. So they are going to actually escort you over towards Fort St. Louis on the edge, the old ruins of the fort. where you're going to see kind of like in the center of the fort, kind of down in kind of like one of the like open areas in the center of it, is a man dressed in a kind of black suit, but like generally it's like I want to call it like I wanted to say like a leisure suit, but that's not accurate either, because that's more disco. This is more like it seems like almost suit-like for formality, but there's this loose parts of how it's designed that make it like informal suit. I think those exist, but I don't know how to describe those.
I think leisure suit is a pretty good description.
Okay, so leisure suit. So he's kind of got like a black leisure suit on, a gold chain around his neck. He looks kind of a little like definitely like Caribbean kind of look to him. He's like, Frederick LeBlanc, nice to meet you. Nothing. So, what is the Kami want with my territory now? You here to assimilate me because I called myself Prince? Yeah. This is what a bunch of German there for a second. So, this is what you Kami are here to do? Yes. We have heard the tales of you, Nissim. Bitch of the Prince of New York. As now you can easily notice that, like, there's probably at least a few dozen men that seem to be up on the battlements surrounding this area.
What color is this guy wearing?
Black.
Black.
Oh, fuck.
But I think we'll leave it there, where negotiations aren't doing too great here. But they might, because you haven't even started real negotiations, but he's coming from a very aggressive foot.
Yeah.
Also, Leslie and Dawn may be lost forever in time and space. We don't know.
No. Dawn might be
Just
lost
Dawn.
forever in time and
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
Leslie can come back.
Yeah. They're just like going through the Doctor Who screen right now.
Yeah, sorry, a demon ate Dawn. There's nothing I could do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Dan.
Demon and Dan. Liesel and Dan on their basic adventures.
No, Leslie's gonna do
Yeah.
the best he can to protect Dawn
Look,
there.
Simuel, Emerald, it's fine.
Leslie just had more than enough of their shit.
I'm just saying, their surfer dude Malkavian got all of your names wrong. And spread it to these guys. Fred was their information guy, and he's a surfer dude Malkavian. So, I mean, like, you can see...
Wait, no. Dawn just became Doom Man. Doom Woman. Living in the demon world, fighting demons.
Oh, shit.
She gets back, and it's like, it's been 20 years in that
No,
dimension.
it's been 10 minutes.
For you. But anyway,
Dawn is all for that.
let's have our break or our end here for this week. We can continue with both kind of big things going on. Yes. When we return next week with the standoff of Samuel, Emil, and Nathan in the center of this like big old ancient fortress, where obviously he's ready for a fight. The so-called Prince of Saint Martain.
Oh, he might well get one.
He
I mean,
might.
Like
Leslie's fucking pissed.
Leslie and
I've got a
Dawn,
gun.
they were just gonna dump you in like a cell under that house for a while, and then come and get you and bring you here. They weren't actually gonna do anything to you.
Yeah, see, that ain't Leslie's deal.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't get put
That's
in a
not
cell.
Dawn's deal either.
Yeah, not Dawn's deal either.
Like, if they'd gotten Dawn instead of Samuel, they would have had a very different set of circumstances to deal with.
Yeah, like you guys were unexpecting it. It was a large area, kind of floor trap, and it's like pit trap. Who uses pit traps now these days? And they're like, it's fucked so far.
Not this time.
I would
Apparently, with the shadows and the teleportation, and that's just weird. See, I
Like-
told you, they were evil and trying to murder us all.
Not gonna lie, if Jess had been here, I might have been down just for a fight at wherever we were found.
I was expecting you to have her. Dawn, bars, please.
I was quite tempted, but with her not here to play Dawn, I was like,
Yeah.
I should probably not. But I wanted to. I like, especially with the way. Sorry, this is my stream. I gotta stop swearing. Especially with the way they were talking. Leslie's just sitting there, even though he's putting up, the facade of the gentleman. Inside, he's just like, I'm gonna rip your fucking throat out.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll this d4 here and see where to start with today's outros. Cause 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll start with 1. Hey, Dunce. We'll start with you for outros of where to find you, etc., etc., etc.
Hey, it's Dunk TV here. Twitch.tv/DunkTV, Twitter.com/DunkTTV, and YouTube.com/DunkTV. Yeah, some bastard took my Dunk TV on Twitter, so block them if you see it.
Mm-hmm. And then we go Carpe.
I am the CarpeDM. No one stole my Twitter, so that is still me.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not as active as I want to be. Although I did get a little bit of interest from a certain Leslie in potentially playing in a game, so maybe soon.
I mean, technically speaking, if it's a time that I've joined, I'd totally be down for that kind of thing, because I like being
Yeah.
player.
Let's do it.
The Pain Cave! I just,
Hey,
every time I
oh.
hear that, I just want to talk like that.
Oh yeah! Welcome to the Pain
Welcome
Cave.
to the Pain Cave!
Before.
The Pain Cave! Led over by
I-
Brick Crushington! Teacher
Now I have
extraordinaire!
a new name for the orcish shrine.
There you go, the Pain Cave. Worm.
I'm Diamond Worm. You can find me on twitch.tv/DiamondWorm or @DiamondWorm on Twitter. I'll eventually start streaming Fridays again.
Yes,
Eventually.
eventually. Umber. Or...
Twitch.tv/Umber Skies. Just gonna steal Nathan's line here. Not as active as I like to be, but hopefully I'll get that to change.
We can all...
It's not stealing, it's copying, and imitation is the most sincere form of flattery.
Exactly.
There you go. As for myself, Dracovin, I stream a bunch of days during the week. Probably gonna get some more multiplayer, single player video game stuff up if you're looking for more RPG, tabletop related content. You can find Children of Wrath Thursdays at 8 p.m. EST. A D&D meets Magic the Gathering. We're playing D&D 5e in a Magic the Gathering world. On Saturdays, there's Discussing Tabletop currently, though things might be changing for that a little bit. Let's see here. Grinding Gears is going to have its finale this Sunday at 7. It's going to be the last session. We'll see how it ends. I do have to say, it was a pretty decent session last week if you wanted to catch it out. There have been some rough sessions in that game, but, we've had some very good ones too, and that was a pretty good one. Records of Evil is probably going to be moving time slots. I think, I don't know exactly when that's going to be. I'll put out an announcement for it on Discord and Twitter, and then we'll try to change that around. Just because even though that's on the back ends of that game, we've had some troubles with Tuesday mornings, which we've had it before this show here, and there's just been some scheduling issues with, Jinx not being able to get up as early, because that's still getting up very early for her normal schedule, and it's the unfortunate thing of when you got a month off and you readapt to your normal schedule that gets up late. It kind of is hard to get up on those random days in the middle of the week sometime, and so there's been some issues and other things that have been going on with other people's schedules. So changing it to it's a day on its own will help everybody. Where we don't have to have people either pushing their health to get up especially early, or some missing things, and hopefully, we're talking about it Fridays during the day, and that'd be before any kind of gaming streams in the evening, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, and then if you can join us again next week at 2 p.m. EST, it'll be a good one. Legacies of Caine. They're in Saint Martain. They've visited the Pain Cave, and now they're gonna deal with the so-called Prince of Saint Martain and his cronies.
Yeah, I believe it was Frederick the White.
Mm-hmm.
The man who used to be known as the Prince of Saint Martain and will no longer be.
Yeah, we'll find out next time on Legacies of Caine and/or
Next time
Dragon
on
Ball Z.
Legacies of Caine, the gang takes over an island.
I mean, you might be able to. You never know. But anyway, until then, have a great rest of your week. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay sane, and we'll see you here next time. Goodbye. Farewell.
Bye.
Bye.
Until next time.